Resul Serdar Atas joins us now from Istanbul. He is the former director of news and programs at TRT Arabi, our sister channel. Great to see you, Serdar. Now, why is President Erdogan visiting Qatar now? We know they have a close relationship, but the president is making Qatar his first overseas trip during the pandemic. Is there something to read here?
Look, symbolically and practically, this is a very much important visit. As you just mentioned, it's the first time that President Erdogan is traveling out of Turkey since the beginning of the coronavirus outbreak. So in that sense, it's very much symbolically that the first country is Qatar, because the relationship between two countries are very much strategically important, and two countries are on the same page almost at every matter regarding to the geopolitics, particularly in the MENA region. On the other hand, there is another specific reason that this time this visit is happening, which is Libya. And as you know, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and France are on one camp by the support of Russia. And on the other hand, Turkey and internationally recognized the national government of Libya and Qatar are on the other parties. So, and there is a huge struggle that's going on the field, and the Turkish-backed forces are advancing, and apparently this camp that is consists of Saudi Arabia, Emiratis, and Egypt is losing the ground, and France is very much annoyed. On the other hand, Turkey and Qatar are doing good practically in Libya, which is geopolitically very much important for both for Qatar and for Turkey. For Turkey, keeping Libya well is serving some of the interests of the national interests of Turkey regarding to the East Mediterranean. So for Qatar, on the other hand, since it's under the blockage of Saudi Arabia, Emiratis, and Bahrain, and Egypt, it is a great opportunity for Qatar also somehow to make them to pay a price. So all of these geopolitical calculations are bringing these two countries very much close to each other. So the third item that I will think that two leaders are going to discuss most probably is going to be regarding to Syria, because just yesterday there has been a trilateral online summit between President Erdogan and between President of Iran, Hassan Rouhani, and President of Russia, Putin. So, and they decided somehow to find a political solution for Syria. And there are some of the rumors that maybe President Bashar Assad of Syria is at his weakest situation now. So the region is in a transition, and these two countries, Qatar and Turkey, they are in a strategic alignment. And that's why, as I'm saying, this is symbolically very much important, and practically it's very much understandable particularly regarding to Libya and the East Mediterranean Sea.
And Qatar is still under a blockade by its neighbors. The fact that Turkey is going to Qatar, what does this send as a signal to Qatar's neighboring countries?
Since the beginning of the crisis that started in 2017, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Bahrain, particularly, these four countries, they have just declared a blockade, land, air, and naval. So, I would say from the beginning of the first hours of the crisis, Turkey's position has been very much clear that it is supporting Qatar, and it sees this blockage unjust and unfair. So. And just a couple of hours later, Turkey has announced that it is going to enhance its troops there and somehow extend its military base in Qatar. And now roughly there are around 10,000 Turkish combatants and established and based in Qatar. So Turkey has been very much clear regarding to that. And in a sense, actually, it was a great and open and clear message to Saudi Arabia, Emiratis, or some of the other regional regional authorities and governments, in case if they want to invade Qatar or do something crazy, the Turkish forces there are ready to fight alongside the Qatari troops, and Turkey will not let Qatar go down without fighting. So that has been very much clear. And since 3 years, Turkey has been very much stable at that position. So now this visit also is a clear sign to Emiratis and Saudi Arabia, and of course the Egypt and Bahrain as well. So in that sense, I will say it's a clear message. And regarding to the other issues, it's not a secret anymore that there is a tension, a real tension, and practically it is shaping geopolitics on the field. There is a crisis, a deep, real crisis and divergence between Turkey on one hand and Saudi Arabia and Emiratis and Egypt on the other hand. So Turkey needs Qatar, and Qatar definitely needs Turkey somehow to balance this kind of party that is having a different calculation when it comes to the geopolitical issues. So this is a clear sign.
Resul Serdar Atas, former Director of News and Programs at our sister channel, TRT Arabi. Thank you so much for your analysis and, of course, your time. Thank you.